Hi, I'm Joe Satriani, and I'm a guitarist. I first started playing guitar when I was 14 years old. September of 1970, when Jimi Hendrix died, I made a decision to be a guitar player and quickly quit the football team and started practicing. The hardest thing for me when I was learning how to play guitar is the same thing I've noticed with anybody else, is that it just sounds horrible when you play, and it's very discouraging. And if you start young enough, you're usually blessed with a certain amount of, I don't care what it sounds like, you know, I'm going to do it anyway. And a bunch of my friends were pretty much in the same boat. We couldn't play very well, but we had a real love for making noise. The best way to get better is to play as often as you can and to increase the sources of material that you can get your hands on. Chord charts, scale charts, friends who write out songs for you. Play with the radio, play with the CD player, whatever you got. Just keep trying to make music in as many different situations as possible. Well, I started teaching, I think only about a year and a half after I had started playing. And it was really by accident. Someone just asked me for guitar lessons. I thought it was a kind of a novel idea, considering I was just sort of learning how to play myself. And one of my first students was Steve Vai. He went to the same high school I went to, and they'd seen me play at some high school dances. And that's where we started our friendship, and he stuck around for lessons for about 3 years. After that, after going out on my own tours, I did wind up playing with Mick Jagger for a year on his solo tours. That was in 1988, and then about a year and a half ago, I joined up with Deep Purple, replacing Richie Blackmore for a few tours. It's very exciting when I'm at home and I'm writing music for the first time. That's a moment that nothing else measures up to. But after that's done, I feel the need to get to the next stage, which is equally exciting, which is going into the studio and getting a dream, a vision to actually become real. So in a way, there's three things, the triumvirate there, that the writing of it, the recording, and then the performing of it live. I don't think I could give up any one of the three. They all seem to be somehow dependent on each other. Now, if you're interested in tackling the sixth string, here are my top 5 tips.
Number 1.
This first exercise is a chromatic exercise. It's great for warming up for those of you who already play, and it's a great exercise to learn coordination for beginners. It goes like this. And descending as well. Try that once a day. Call me in the morning.
Number 2.
I'd like to talk to you about chords and how we get the best sound out of them. First thing you have to remember is not to press the strings down too hard. Otherwise they go out of tune. And you can make a chord like this sound like this. We don't want that, so just press down just enough to where the string is making contact with the fret before it. And you get a really nice sound, and all the chords will be properly intonated.
Number 3.
First thing I like to do when I hit the stage is technically check everything out, make sure the guitar's in tune. Play a couple of chords, make sure all the switches are working, volume knobs, pickup selectors, and then move on to these amazing pedals that I've got. This one's a wah-wah pedal. It goes like this. Like a wah-wah. This is the distortion pedal. Makes everything sound really big. This one here is a whammy pedal. That's great. It's my favorite.
Number 4.
When you're out on the road and before a show and you get some great ideas, you want to try them out, the good thing to do is to run them by some of the other guys in the band, and then you can work them into the show. A little bit of rehearsal usually helps.
Number 5.
So just remember, practice makes perfect, so keep on plugging away.